Hello everyone, I'm Aysen Arda. I'm a social sciences researcher. I want to talk about our new article which we prepared with Professor Dr. Yahya Fidan, the head of Istanbul Ticaret University Logistics Management Department, and published in the Journal of Humanities and Social Sciences. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to my dear advisor, Professor Dr. Yahya Fidan, for his support from the preparation process to the publication process of our article, and I would like to thank Journal of Humanities and Social Sciences. The purpose of this study is to investigate the mediating role of organizational punishment in the relationship between ethical values and cyberloafing. The reason and importance of including ethical values in our research is that there is no previous study in the literature associated with ethical values and cyberloafing. In recent years, cyberloafing behavior has increased with the increasing use of technology in all organizations. The factors that cause cyberloafing behavior are investigated. It is told that this article will contribute to the literature. It was assumed that the concept of punishment, the mediator variable of organizational punishment perception, would reduce cyberloafing behavior by considering it as a deterrent. Correlational survey model was used for this article. In this study, data were collected from 784 teachers working in Istanbul through random sampling. Data were collected through survey technique. The questionnaire form includes demographic information form, ethical value scale, cyberloafing scale, and perceived organizational punishment scale. The obtained data were subjected to descriptive statistical analysis, correlation analysis, and structural equation modeling. The study found that ethical values have a significant negative effect on cyberloafing and a significant positive effect on perceived organizational punishment. Furthermore, perceived organizational punishment was determined to have no significant effect on cyberloafing, and no mediation effect in the relationship between ethical values and cyberloafing. Now, I want to share my screen for presentation of our article. Our article name is The Mediating Role of Perceived Organizational Punishment in the Relationship Between Ethical Values. The purpose of this study is to investigate the mediating role of perceived organizational punishment in the relationship between ethical values and cyberloafing. Keywords are ethical values, cyberloafing, perceived organizational punishment. Ethical values derived from basic values refer to behavioral patterns that people develop about how and in what way they should behave or make decisions within the scope of responsibility and certain rules. Cyberloafing is the employee's use of the internet systems that are offered for work purposes, for personal purposes, and thus wasting their time while at work by pretending to be working by a computer and internet. Although the rapid development of technology in recent years makes our lives easier, it also causes some negatives. Cyberloafing is one of these negatives, which means that employees browse the internet for personal purposes during work hours, causes problematic internet use, and reduces productivity in the workplace and in a managerial sense. It becomes increasingly difficult to prevent cyberloafing. Perceived organizational punishment. Punishment is a negative approach to reduce an undesirable behavior and to prevent that behavior from occurring again. The basis of imposing punishment is to provide management effectiveness with the power of rule and to emphasize the legal judgment. The research model developed within the scope of the study in this figure. The hypothesis 1, ethical values have a negative and significant effect on cyberloafing. Hypothesis 2, ethical values have a positive and significant effect on perceived organizational punishment. Hypothesis 3, perceived organization punishment has a negative and significant effect on cyberloafing. Hypothesis 4, perceived organization punishment has a mediating role in the relationship between ethical values and cyberloafing. Descriptive statistical analysis results including frequency and percentage values for the participants' demographic characteristics are presented in this table. Table shows that there is a low negative correlation between ethical values and cyberloafing, and a positive and significant relationship between ethical values and perceived organizational punishment. On the other hand, there was no significant relationship between perceived organizational punishment and cyberloafing. Mediation analysis results. Table shows that in the first stage, ethical values affect the mediating variable organizational punishment perception positively. And in the second stage, ethical values affect cyberloafing negatively. However, in the third stage, organizational punishment perception has no significant effect on cyberloafing. Based on these results, the hypothesis 4 was rejected since the perception of organizational punishment couldn't be said to have a mediating role in the relationship between ethical values and cyberloafing. Conclusion, discussion, and recommendations. According to the results of a series of analyses, it has been seen that ethical values of the organizations have a negative and low-level significant effect on cyberloafing, and that ethical values have a positive and significant effect on the perceived organizational punishment. Some recommendations can be made based on the results of this research. The study concluded that ethical values have a negative effect on cyberloafing, which is adverse for organizations. Businesses may choose to give priority to people with high ethical values using methods such as surveys for determining ethical perceptions of potential employees prior to recruitment. Also, training programs may be carried out to improve the characteristics in organizations. In addition, the internet may be limited in some periods in areas where the work doesn't require constant internet connection. Internet use may be controlled provided that such control complies with legal obligations and requirements on the processing of personal data. As the recommendations for future research in this field, different sample groups may be selected. More explanatory results may be obtained by adding different variables to the research model. Unlike this study investigating the mediating effect, a different study may be conducted to explore the moderating effect of perceived punishment. On the other hand, it was determined that perceived organizational punishment didn't have a significant effect on cyberloafing, and there was no mediation effect in the relationship between ethical values and cyberloafing. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to my dear advisor, Professor Dr. Yahya Fidan again, and Journal of the Human and Social Science Researchers. Thank you for watching this video, and you can find full form of this article www.itobiad.com.